I've left I've left this little, so basically when I load up the game I get this little animation and I have to press a button to make it go away. And obviously I think when I started playing this game, obviously I had a look at the animation. I was like, oh, I'll have a little look at this animation. But then I've skipped it every time since. And I think it's really, this is the first time since sort of getting some ideas about the plot that I have sat and watched this little scene. And I think there's a pretty high chance that I'm wrong, but I think this is the party showing up at I might even let it play again while I mentally recalibrate. I think that little animation is the party showing up at Zanarkand and finding out that it's just destroyed. When I first saw that little animation, I was like, oh, eventually the party will get to some sort of end location and it will somehow get destroyed and then they will have to deal with that as they sit in the ruins. Based on what I know now, that's just that Zanarkand is in ruins, which I think is sick. Also, hello ladies! I'm gonna let this play again. I am gonna grab my glasses wipe because my glasses are kind of yucky. They are kind of a little bit blurry. Oh my god, yeah, you can see this little that's everybody's, is that everyone's weapons? There's a blitz ball, a sword, a staff. Also, hello Seagam! Hello! This is definitely the party showing up at Zanarkand's ruins and then gearing up to send Yuna off to die. I think. That's what it seems like anyway. Those are the vibes. Right, okay. Now that my glasses are clean, let's go. Oh, well we can wait a second and then we can get this started.
Guess who is getting a Switch 2 in Mario Kart World?
Huge! Are you getting them both? Did you manage to pre-order a bundle? I just realized I haven't opened your Snapchat, where you probably answered that question. Have you managed to pre-order a bundle? How did you get a bundle? That's amazing. I think I am personally planning to get a Switch 2 shared ownership with Party. And we have through his efforts managed to, like, I've done nothing, managed to get a pre-order for just the Switch. It was really easy on the official store. I'm looking now. You just had to wait to get your invite email? You got an invite email? Hold on. Wait, so do you mean how, so as far as I'm aware for the official store, they were sending out invites basically to people with certain characteristics, and it was something to do with, an amount of playtime, a certain amount of time subscription to, Nintendo Online, and that if you fit all of those, characteristics, you might receive it. Yeah, and so a certain amount of playtime hours and email promotions turned on, you get one. Lugan got the bundle too? Okay, I can't stress this enough. Do not say this to Party, because there is, he has Nintendo Switch Online, a ton of playtime hours and email promotions turned on, and he has not received an email invite from Nintendo. When did you get these invites, out of curiosity? Because it makes sense that I don't have one. I think there's a very high chance that I have promotional emails turned off. And that probably explains why I didn't get an email. I have a decent amount of hours, and I obviously do have Nintendo Switch Online. Invite started yesterday, and you got yours at 10:30 this morning. Interesting. Okay. So, there's a world where they could still come through. Sorry, I'm now taking the opportunity to see if I have promotional emails turned on. Shit, I have it turned off. Turn it on now. Turn it on now. I'm gonna be so upset if they tried to send me an email like 2 hours ago, but because I had promotional emails turned off, I didn't get it. I imagine Party will have received one. I am very worried that he probably did not. But I will check. At the very least, I have promotional emails now turned on. So, here's hoping. Here's hoping that I get sent one, maybe. You were checking your emails all day yesterday and was disappointed, then just got home for a watch day and it come through. Well, hey, congrats! I think that's huge. To get the bundle as well. See, I say all of this like me and Party haven't managed to get a pre-order. We have. It's just for the Switch to itself and not the bundle. And I mean, it would only save us like a little bit of money, but it would still be really nice to save that like £20 or something that it is. Okay, they're doing it in case between the 8th and the 11th they're slowly lowering the requirements for getting sent an email. That's cool. See, in fairness, I do think it's a good method to try and prevent scalping. You were person 15 in the queue to buy? Whoa! So, is there like an ongoing queue, or does that mean that you were probably one of the first to receive the email? Because that's pretty cool. Oh, this is so cool. I think this is Anakin Ruins. Oh, this is cool. Look at this! And this is after... I think we'd just seen the really sad little recording from Yuna that made me cry. Oh, okay, just at the time you logged onto the... Oh! The time you logged onto the store, that's fair. So they just kind of have an ongoing queue. Also, after I spent so much time on it at the start of the stream, this is it! This is the bit! This is the place! This is the opening cutscene. I'm sorry. This means I've made everyone watch the opening cutscene maybe like 4 times today. Is it just gonna be the exact opening cutscene? Oh my god, it actually is. Well... Oops. If I'd have known that we would be seeing this so soon, I maybe wouldn't have lingered on it for as long as I did. Oops. Oh no. Oh wow. Oops. Maybe not the best timing today on that one. Oh, they're so cute and they're so sad. Yuna has to die and Tidus isn't even real. It's crazy this is the first stream since the Switch 2 Direct. I keep thinking about that. This is the first time I've streamed since the Switch 2 Direct. It's the first time I've streamed since Silksong was like tentatively announced for this year. Yeah. Well, welcome to the Switch 2 world. I'm very excited about the Switch 2. It looks so good. It looks really, really good. Mario Kart World looks ridiculous. And I can't wait to play it on stream. Silksong is actually real. It's not that I don't believe it. But I think I still, like, emotionally, I'm not gonna believe it until
Listen to my story.
I've, like, downloaded it. Ooh.
This may be our last chance.
Okay, Titus. This is when he tells his story. Who's he telling it to? Does he then, like, is it canon that Titus then stands on that cliff and does all of the talking that you hear throughout the game? All of the mysterious, like, I didn't know it then, but I was about to be on a journey.
There was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
Oh, wait, he was telling them!
Yes?
I think that we should stop.
Oh my god,
Maybe.
he told them the story all night. He made them all relive the past, like, I don't know, week or whatever. This is a gorgeous area at night as well. This is insane.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go get you killed, Yuna. Oh, this is sad. This is sad. Oh well, let's save. I can't even play Blitzball anymore. My opportunities for Blitzball are kind of just all the way back down here. That's crazy. Well, I hope you all are ready for, I think there's a little temple today in this game. And I think after the little temple, there's just another boss fight. But this is so gorgeous. And the music as well. I'm very sad. This area is making me sad already. Let's cheer everyone. Yeah. I'm believing the 2025 launch more and more because they released new screen caps on the Japanese listing, updated copyright statements 2025, which haven't been changed since 2019. Replied to Kickstarter backers from an official account today for the first time in years. New game category on YouTube listing as Silksong 2025 rather than the year. Oh my god, okay, I didn't know all those things. I see what you mean. That is, in fact, quite compelling. I think I get it now. See, even with that, it's like I believe, but I don't emotionally believe. Like, until there is a release date, I can't comprehend being able to play it, you know? I really hope the timing works. I really hope that I finish this game and then I finish Silent Hill 2 and then in perfect time Silksong is released and I can play it. Okay, I am doing this incredibly suboptimally, considering that I do just want to kind of get through this. Maybe I should switch to Auron in a moment. I just kind of want to steal while I can. I've heard something about the game being confirmed to be playable in an event starting September 18th, but I don't know details. Oh yikes! Does that imply though that when Silksong releases this year, it's still not going to release until like the very, very back end of the year? I love a plot where you catch up to the ratio. Yeah, I was kind of expecting it to happen in this game. But it was very fun. I'm glad, I'm actually really, really glad that the narration isn't Titus telling the story to you know, someone younger in the future. That's just him recounting the events to his friends in the moment. Like, that's very fun. He was just like, I know you all lived this with me, like, the other week, but what if I told you about it? Resistant to magic, watch out for confusion. Oh my goodness. I hate this thing. I'll just heal Kamari again. At least this way everybody's using their skills and potentially leveling up. I'm gonna kill this thing. That's been pissing me off. And it gave me a new angle of this gorgeous starry sky, so I can't be too mad. Something you were reading every other game at that event has already released. But also, like I say, I need to look into it, so don't take that as gospel. Oh, okay. As in, it will be playable at an event starting September 18th. As in, everything at that event is confirmed released by that date, except for Hollow Knight, which implies... Okay, now I see what you're putting down. I think that's really cool. So basically, maybe even, oh my god. I mean, it's still a long time between now and September, but, and it could be that it literally releases the week before. Who knows? Who knows? We have no way of knowing, but it's certainly, oh, it's certainly nice to imagine that it's actually way closer. In an ideal world, I feel like the summer would be nice. Like a nice July release date, maybe? If you really think about it, this game is so Harrow the Ninth coded. It really is. This is the Final Fantasy game, of all time. Oh, I hate these guys. Maybe I should even just run away from these guys. Maybe I'll just haste gut everyone. I would love to live in a world where I get a publishing job just before Silksong releases and have to struggle for time to play it, but would also be winning at live. Oh yeah, because, okay, two things. First of all, it would be a very big double whammy moment of everything is great, but also, even if... I feel like struggling for time to play is... Not better. I feel like obviously it'd be lovely to be able to just sit down and really play, but at the same time, if you finish Silksong, it's over. And the longer it takes to finish that game, I feel like the nicer that is. Saying that, when I'm playing it on stream, I'm not gonna want it to be, like, I don't want it to be that this year I have played like 3 games, and those games are Final Fantasy X, Silent Hill 2, and Silksong. But also, if that's what happens, so be it. Oh my god, I'm swapping out. This is annoying. I'm actually gonna increase everybody's aim for dealing with this guy. I need to deal with these quicker. I don't want to be fighting these guys. These guys are so nothing core. Okay, there we go. How did that miss? He's a ball. There we go. Now I need to be careful, because I think he just is going to kill me now. Now I have a motivation to finish a bunch of games before Switch 2. True. You've got the... what is it? June 5th countdown for Switch 2. And then you also have the tentative it could happen at any moment countdown of... if Silksong releases, you've got to be ready to play. I need to DM you my Final Fantasy X Harrow thoughts because spoilers, please do. God, I would be so down to reread Harrow the Ninth. All of those books, even.
Farewell.
Farewell. Thank you, Warren.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Or just read in general. I've been on a real play Stardew Valley and basically do nothing else kick recently. And maybe I would like to get out of that. Maybe it would be nice to do just like a few other things, maybe. It's like I don't want to fight these guys, but the last thing I want is to feel like I'm going into the next boss fight underleveled. Maybe I'll summon. maybe let's summon. Blah blah blah. Resistant to physical attacks, no elemental weaknesses. Okay. So something that uses magic would be good? Let's try Shiva. Let's see how this goes. Let's bring in my big lady. Silk Song is confirmed for Switch 1. Okay. I feel like surely these things combined really shape up for a summer release, right? Like, I feel like if they're releasing Silk Song for Switch 1 and Switch 2, it makes sense that it would release maybe within 2 months of Switch 2. Ugh. Let's try Blizzara. I mean, I know that... Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh my god! How do I fight this thing? Jeez. Okay, well... Interesting. Maybe things like Demi would be good. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. Jeez. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like new consoles release and games are still released for a previous generation. Like when the Switch released, I think things were getting released for the Wii U for a while, or the 3DS. There was something along those lines. So there's a chance. But I just feel like a summer release would be great. A good old, like, July 21st. Manifesting a July 21st release of Silk Song. Because that way, I'll have definitely finished Silent Hill 2. Hopefully. And I might have even had time to play another shorter game before Silk Song. And then Xbox Showcase is only 2 years out. Which is so embarrassing for Xbox. I know it's because they kind of push Team Cherry to be like, yeah, I think we'll be able to do it in that much time. Oh, I hate this guy. Why am I fighting this guy? Why am I doing this? What's the strat with this guy? Oh, wait, I am kind of whittling down his health. Maybe the strat is to just kind of do this. Yeah, poor Xbox. This is so annoying. This is just the fight that I did the other week. Except it's a big old slime guy. Is the strat the exact same? I just need to obliterate it before it can obliterate me. Except even worse this time, because it has no resistances and it seems to take all attacks as nothing. Admittedly, maybe it doesn't like being pierced. But because all it uses is Demi, it's like, this'll last forever. Because Demi, I think, just, like, removes 1/4 of my health. So it's like every turn now, I take away about 100 of its health, and it takes away about 12 of mine? Yeah, cool, great. Surely it can never kill- well, I guess it probably will kill me eventually. July 21st, Silk Song. If I'm correct, that'd be cool. I know it would just be by luck, but it could still happen. Okay, your Harrow the Ninth thoughts are actually... Now I see the vision and also desperately want to reread those books. Like, with all my heart, I want to reread those books. Magic Break, maybe? Okay. Maybe it doesn't like grenades being thrown at it? Okay. Maybe cheer would be good as well. Let's just turn Auron into a tank. I know this is all I ever do, but let's just do it. Maybe Kamari? Actually, hold on. Does Lulu have bio?
So, how shall we do this?
How should we do this? I was thinking bio. Or do I use Demi against it? Oh, okay. I see. There's a chance that if I use Demi, it will simply do that. But let's see. Let's try bio?
This might help your complexion.
This might help your complexion. I love her. And it's immune to bio. The concept of the river and Harrow and the breathing underwater, it all lines up. What? I would actually be overjoyed if the author, whose name I don't remember, turned around and said, yes, actually, I was inspired by Final Fantasy X. That would make my day. I don't even know anymore if I'm whittling this thing's health down. I guess I'll never know. Let's haste Lulu. And I guess let's try Demi again? Okay. That's fine. This is okay. I hate this guy. I actually hate this guy so much. Okay, can someone kill him? Don't use White Wind! Am I whittling away? This is horrible. If that was a quarter of its health, it's gotta still have quite a bit. Genuinely would not be out of character if Tamsin Weir came out and said, oh yeah, Final Fantasy X was a big inspo for me for the Lock 2 because the books are literally based on Homestuck. I would believe it. I would believe it if the Lock Tomb series is just an amalgamation of Homestuck and Final Fantasy X. Okay, come on, please. Okay. There has to be a better way to deal with enemies like this. Why is this all I ever do? Okay. And I should just run. It's just now that I've got this far, I just want to kill it. I hate this guy. But he's such a waste of my time. I swear if I go into the next fight on low health because I spent my entire turns doing this, stop. It just recovered so much health. What's the point? This isn't even a main boss. This is just some dude. Okay, if he has more than 1,000 health... Oh my god, no. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I will run up... No, I'm Googling it. What's this guy's name? It's called the Dark Flan. Well, I didn't expect to be Googling... this soon in, but okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Fuck it. Let's use some things I forgot I had, but only because the guide told me to. Firstly, Lancet. And then... Armor Break. Okay. Sure, use heal. I don't even care. I don't think she's particularly useful, but... Maybe I will use Demi, just one more time. And then... what have I got? Scan. It's Kamari's Overdrive that I could do with using. Because, as far as I'm aware, that's what's useful. I'm just really worried that Kamari is set on the Overdrive mode that only works if
You shall fear magic.
he takes damage or if he defeats an enemy, because neither of those things will happen. Mental Break just did so much. Okay. Maybe I'll just steal some more things. Honestly. Sure, I'll take a Star Curtain. There we go. So, I think in theory... Yeah. I think in theory, Doom works. According to the guide. So now I just have to... wait? Or did... Orin killed him. Okay, cool. Turned out he was easy, just for some reason Mental Break is really good. Sure. I need Electo the Ninth to be announced so I could justify a 5th reread. I would like it to be announced to justify a singular reread for myself. Oh. No. No, this better not be a boss fight. This is not the time. I desperately need to save.
Looks like the far plane.
Close enough.
Pretty. Now, is anyone going to explain anything to Waka? Whew. Okay, any safe spot. Ah, no, and bad timing. That's fine. Maybe I will swap to Titus and just run away, and that's okay. Sometimes running away in fear is the only thing we can and should do. Let's do a little bit of spheres. I love using my spheres. So, heading up this way. Kamari is so stacked with abilities. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm glad I sent him down the magic route though. It's been useful to have him and Lulu have a similar kind of spread of skills. There we go. And then that's one speed sphere, and then I think we're done. Let's quickly heal them up. Everyone's okay as well, except for Lulu for MP. So let's just do that and then I'll keep going. Oh, I see that chest over to the left. I will in fact be attempting to grab it. And I knew that would happen. Fine. Maybe I will kill you, guy. Maybe. Ooh. He's pretty speedy. If that haste guard didn't... If he still gets a turn. You do not need to justify a single reread. The fandom genuinely agrees upon at least one reread being required. And I've never reread that series. Which is crazy because I do really strongly feel like it is the kind of series where without a reread you're kind of missing out on a lot of things. Let's try Lancet, why not? Let's see. Haste. Oh, he's ran out of MP for that. Oops. Maybe I'll just use Cheer and make one a little stronger. If he's using Thundara, maybe Waterra would be bad for him? Okay, seems pretty neutral, but worth a try. Okay, that's not the best. Let's try normal attack. That is pathetic. Kamari's weapon is the worst thing ever. Let's try Magic Break again. Nice. And then... Waterra. The understanding you gain on that second read is insane. Yeah, especially... I feel like there's probably some things that you think in retrospect for the first book, for Gideon the Ninth, but Harrow the Ninth in particular, I imagine goes crazy on a second reread. Because there's obviously some things you can kind of mentally piece together when you're reading a book about things you remember reading like 50, 100 pages back, but I feel like it's not the same as going in with that knowledge. Although saying that, I feel like if I did a reread, I actually have lost enough memory of most of the books that it would kind of also functionally be going in blind. That's not true, but going in like a little blind. Okay, here's the strat.
Allow me.
I will allow you. First off, we're gonna use Demi. Okay. Then we're gonna use Mental Break. Shit. Fuck, I should have done something else, but that's fine. Can I just haste Auron? That's fine, that'll do. Maybe I will use Kamari. Maybe just even Jinx. Okay, okay, now I get it. I use Power Break. No, not Power Break. Armor Break and then Mental Break. And then I can cheer. Okay. I think this will work better this time. That's fine. Demi works on everyone? That is insane. Okay, once you've removed its armor like that, everyone hits harder. Shit. Now Auron doesn't have enough MP. That's fine. I wish I could restore MP to a different party member. That's okay.
Farewell.
Farewell, okay. God, once you take away its armor, that's pretty easy. Which makes me feel a little silly, but I'll take it. Oh, hold on. What is that? Vortega? Ooh, okay. If I could get Lulu 2 more movement, then I get her the next level up of all magic. That's pretty cool. Okay. Cutscene? Cutscene and save spot? Ooh, yeah, we have a save spot right there. I have a feeling this is going to be a boss fight. And on one hand, I want to go into it blind. On the other hand, I feel like I've learned my lesson about that. It has led to frustration, to put it gently. Tears, to put it literally. Also, hello.
Final Fantasy X? More like, I've been subbed for 53 months.
10. Thank you, Corvus, for the resub. I know, 53 months from you. Also, I think earlier I completely blanked this, but like 55 months or more from Trash. Yeah, 55 months from Trash, which is just... These are getting to crazy numbers, and I need to not think about it. And I'm really hoping that after the summer I'll be able to stream a couple times a week to make all of these months, because I feel like I stream so little nowadays that every 4 streams that number increases in a way that is scary. And if I streamed more, I think it would be less of a jump scare, you know? Right, okay. Let's take a look at this walkthrough. Trying to load up this chapter of the Final Fantasy X walkthrough broke IGN. Hold on. Listen, I need this fucking walkthrough. I need it. Okay, cool. So, actually, I don't think this is a boss. I think this is a very pretty location and a temple. Oh, here to say check DMs? I will. I did not expect there to be guys here. Also, hello, party.
Yuna. I have come from the island of Besaid.
Your eyes, my dear, show me the long road you have traveled. Very good. You have journeyed well. Lady Yuna will surely welcome.
Also, party, I will say it verbally as well. In answer to your question, yes.
And bring your
Pre-order that Switch 2 bundle.
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes it sounds like they sped up the voice actor's lines. Ah, he's turning into a ghost! That was scary, you guys. He nearly got us. Sorry to be lurking, going through a list of 1,316 books that are classics and seeing how many I've read. Oh no, that's fair. That's valid. I would be curious too. Once you've done the maths, let me know your percentage.
I will gladly give my life.
Oh.
It is the highest honor for which a guardian might ask.
Oh, this is sad.
And rid Spira of sin.
And then it never worked. It didn't work for anyone.
What was that?
Our predecessors.
She said Lady Jokun.
Is Lady Jokun like 1,000 years old?
She guarded High Summoner Jokun?
Also, the camera work here is crazy! What is this?
One gigantic sphere.
This feels like an error. This feels like the camera was not supposed to do this, but it's giving us a close-up of Auron, and I know the people are happy. This area is cool. I was not expecting boss fights. Is that anyone I can haste? Okay, no. Let's bring out the big guns, and by the big guns, I mean... Riku. Although I'm gonna quickly switch to Yuna, because I can't remember what these guys' whole deal was. If it's the last enemy standing, it will unleash a vicious thrust kick. It defends frontline enemies first. Oh! Close into melee range by defeating frontline enemies first. Okay, wait, I completely misunderstood that. It wants me to do it the way that works better for me. Shit, I was hoping he would just fall apart, but that didn't happen. Oh well. Maybe we just need to cheer. You wanna pre-order the Switch too, but oh boy. The financial side, yeah. It is expensive, don't get me wrong. The price is incredibly off-putting. So, left to my own devices, I probably wouldn't want to pre-order it. I probably wouldn't want to get it on release. I would probably want to wait until it's discounted and available at places like Kex. However, oh, I forgot about that. However, Party and I will be moving in together in the summer, and it just seems like a really good moving in present for ourselves, you know, to be able to play Mario Kart World together when we've just moved in. Sounds lovely. So it just feels like particularly good timing for something like that. Why am I doing this? Why haven't I just ran away already? Okay. Oh, I wish that broke them into pieces. How much health do they have? Let's check that out. 3,200. Okay. Maybe I should get a Lulu to heal everybody a little, actually. That might matter. Ugh, okay. Let's at least take one of them down. That seems like the best course of action. Okay. Nice. Dunzo, hell yeah! Thank you, Party. Thank you for pre-ordering the bundle. Hell yeah. Sick. I'm glad you got the email in the end, Party. We have Trash to thank for that, because I had no idea they were getting sent out, because it turns out I have promotional emails turned off. But Trash actually had gotten the link earlier today and pre-ordered. And I wouldn't have known that the links were even getting sent out if it wasn't for them, so thank you. Oh, you do need to remember to speak to me about a certain night in May. You definitely do. We are getting increasingly close to May. Every day, actually, it gets a little closer to May. Which I don't know if you all knew that, but that is true. Oh, what ability is that? Zombie attack? Do I have a level 4? Oh my god, I have a level 4 key sphere. I want that. Whatever zombie attack is, I want it so badly. And I'm going to take it. It just feels like an extortionate price for something you're encouraged to have on your own, as your own personal handheld hybrid console. Yeah, especially when so much of the marketing of the Switch 2 has been around that kind of like... I don't know, I guess the game chat element, like the ability to almost stream yourself playing it with other people that own it. Oh my god, do I have to fight this guy? Maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe I'll hit the scan and figure this out. Strength, physical, and magic defense are high. What? There's a 50% chance of monster using Haymaker. When HP is low, it releases Blast Punch but delays turns. Jesus. Okay, strength, physical, magic defense are high. Strength, physical, magic defense are high. So... I probably want Auron to do some stuff. That's probably my best bet. Also, hello Mint, how are you doing? Is it gonna be May? It is. It is. Every day it get closer to that date. Every day it may in fact become May. Okay, first of all, let's do a power break. In fact, no, first of all, let's do an armor break. Cool. Oh my god. And it has a 50-50 chance of doing that every turn. That's maybe the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, cool. Oh, the 25th of May is gonna suck for me, as that's when my work shuts permanently and I get transferred to a new place. That's terrible. Do you know where you're getting transferred, Corvus? I mean, I suppose, obviously I don't know the details, but I suppose there's an upside if it's a transfer rather than just a, they wash their hands with you and they're like, well, good luck. But still, that sucks. That's a big upheaval at the end of May. Trash Brother went through a similar situation last year and it was rough at the time, but it's worked out in the long run. Yeah, hopefully it has some yet unknown upside. Obviously it's the kind of thing where you'll have to wait and see, but I'm hoping. Hoping for you, Corvus. Would you be mad if I got Yakuza 0 Director's Cut and Switch 2 Day 1, or do you think that would end up having too significant a negative impact on Mario Kart time? Nah. Nah, party, go for it. I wouldn't be mad about watching some Yakuza 0 Director's Cut as well. I probably wouldn't play it myself. But I would at least be excited to see what it's like. Let's bring Kamari out. Maybe Lancet? I don't think we learned anything from that. That's okay. I also can't remember if delay attack works. Let's give it a go though. Yeah, of course it's immune. Everything's immune to delay attack. Jeez, okay. Poor Auron, he will never get a turn. Okay, let's bring Auron back. Oh my god, wait. Does that? Oh, when Auron dies, it removes haste from him. Okay. I see. That's good to know. Let's try Waka. Oh, that actually did way more than I anticipated. It says mental break works well. Let's use mental break. Yeah, I guess one could say that worked pretty well. Oh, and it missed? Whew. It has just occurred to me that it would probably be a good idea to bring Lulu in to increase everybody's evasion. Which I think is special. Yeah, there we go. Can't wait for my age number to increase in May. I know, we got a couple months of that. Party's age number goes up in April, which is the month we're in. And then you in May. Can't wait for the rest of you to get on my playing field. It's not nice being the only old person. And by old, I mean we're all very young. Okay. Damages an enemy. Oh wait, I forgot. I have to press buttons. Oh yes, Milo is so old. See, I realized as I was saying it that I was saying old as a bit, and then I realized that anyone older than me was not going to find my bit funny, and had to backtrack. I need you to know it was a bit that only works if everyone in the room is younger than me. It was a bit for an incorrect audience. I did not anticipate that my audience would just also be, like, of any age. I was out here mentally preparing for an audience of exclusively 23-year-olds. I think you do deserve an on-screen celebration from that. You'd like skulls? Sure you don't want something a little more upbeat? Like a smiley face or a... I don't know, something like that. Something similar. No! I can't even find that emote. Hold on. I actually don't think there's a skull emote. The closest thing I have to a skull is probably this guy. Probably the rodent. That's probably the closest we've got. Okay. Right, back to the video game. You're gonna use it as a motivation to actually find another job after almost 7 years. Hey, that's the plus side, I guess. I guess it's a good universe sign of like, okay, this is the time. Now is the time. Enjoy your lab work party. I'm sorry you've got to go in to do that today. Okay. Oh, whoa, we're mixing up the levels now. Oh, whoa, okay. Stop. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to have to deal with you at every turn. You felt like a mini-boss, my guy. I was happy to fight you, but I'm done. I hate that I had to leave Auron there, though. That felt pretty cruel. Oh, it was worth it. That was worth it. Let's heal Auron up. My poor guy. My poor guy. Rotting away where I left him to die. Stop it! How many of you am I expected to fight? I could. I know now that I could fight him. I just don't want to. I wanted to make a bit more progress than this today. Oh my god. I guess if I get a preemptive strike, maybe it's worth it. Hold on. Because I could use Hastegar, and then it gets pretty ridiculous. I'm probably gonna burn through Auron's MP, but if I remember correctly, I think there's a save spot right outside of this boss fight. Maybe... Oh, does Demi work on this guy? Ooh! It actually does. Cool. That's a lot of damage from Lulu. Let's cheer. Tatooine selects on brain soup. You also have Twilight Princess brain soup. Basically, Twilight Princess will be the only 3D Zelda not playable on Switch 2 at launch via either NSO or remake. It was also suspiciously absent from the GameCube reveal. It will also be the 20th anniversary of Twilight Princess in 2026. And on top of this, the new Universal Park, Epic Universe, has been open for previews in the past week. And in the Nintendo World area, there is a floor in a shop with a Triforce design in the Twilight Princess style, as well as building with various glass windows of various Nintendo characters, including specifically and exclusively the Twilight Princess designs for Zelda Link and Ganondorf. All this to say, Switch 2 Twilight Princess Remake in 2026. I can see that. It feels like it's one of their most beloved... I feel like it's one of the most beloved Zelda games. And it would actually be pretty perfect timing to do a remake. God, that's exciting. How substantial a remake would you want it to be, Trash? I was going to ask how substantial a remake do you think it's going to be, but I feel like that's a really hard thing to pin down, you know? Like, how substantial do we think it's going to be? Who knows? But like, what are you picturing? Because in my head, my first thought is picturing almost a Final Fantasy VII level of remake, where they almost, it's almost a Breath of the Wild-esque 3D world. But obviously like on a smaller scale, on a much smaller scale. I think I'd still want it to be very like focused. And not just like a big old open world thing. Ooh, Lunar Curtain. Let's attack. There we go. That's fine. Be really cool if I could kill this. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh! That was fine. That did less than Haymaker. Bye-bye. Bye-bye! I love you, Riku! I love you, Riku! Right, let's do Sphere Grid, why not? There we go. I want zombie attack. I don't really understand what it is, but I know that I want it. And Yuna, wow, it is level up city. And Kimari, good job everyone, good job team. We're really getting somewhere. Is that bio? Oh yeah, okay, so I could send him up. I've really locked him. Oh my god, I've really locked him onto the path for Lulu. I guess I could get him down there, but I'd have to use so many unlocks. What would be the point? And it would take 1 billion years. Okay, please be able to save. Cool. I was suddenly really scared that I would have to do another fight. You think the live-action Zelda movie will heavily lean into Twilight Princess so it can tie in with the theme park due to rumors that one of Epic Universe's planned expansions is the Zelda area and the TP designs already being in there? That would be so cool! The Zelda movie is like confirmed, right? We haven't had any casting released, have we? Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna steal from these guys, but I really don't want to fight them. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I do, actually. Maybe I'll fight them and then I'll run back and save. And then hopefully I won't just get stuck in a loop of that. There we go. That's okay. Easy peasy, then he's gonna do his big cannon thing. That's fine. Okay. Okay, these guys are a lot easier in comparison to the big robot. So you'd mainly want graphical changes and updated models. Textures in Twilight Princess HD are super flat, and it's kind of sad how aged it already is for a HD remake. It's not my 1P Moldo! Oh shit.
No! Mother, no! I don't want you to become a fave!
Oh, this is sad!
Use me and defeat sin. Only then will the people accept you.
I don't care about that!
Oh wait, this is so sad. Who is this?
No one else!
I don't have much time left.
Hey, wasn't that...
Was that Seymour?
Seymour?
Oh shit! Oh, he has a sad backstory. That makes me feel like they're gonna make me fight him again, which I don't really like, but it could be true. Not many major controls or gameplay changes, because personally you think Twilight Princess has better combat. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. That's fair. I really like the puzzle rooms in Twilight Princess as well. Oh my goodness, I really don't want to deal with you. I do just want to run. Maybe I don't. Maybe let's do a little slice and dice. Okay, for some reason wailing on that one guy. I'm sure he deserved it. I'm sure he deserved it more than anyone had ever deserved anything. Movie is out early 2027, so it makes sense to get the game out next year if it is the case. Yeah, that would make sense. Get the game out, people can get familiar with the story if they're not already, and then release a movie and hopefully sell even more. Obviously, I know I just made it sound like it... I just feel like that's how they'd think of it, you know? Is the game would prop up the movie, and then the movie would retroactively pop up the game. You know that big horrifying Aeon that Sewell summons? Wait, is that his mum? That's really awkward. That's been his mother the whole time? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for them. They should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know why, but you know, they should. There we go. That's everybody's sphere levels. Womp womp. Has the best dungeons of any 3D Zelda. I have not played Skyward Sword in full. Yeah, I know nothing about Skyward Sword. Obviously my Zelda experience is limited to Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, which I still haven't finished, and Twilight Princess. And I think Tears of the Kingdom's the one I've enjoyed the most. But I think even though I found Twilight Princess's combat more challenging, I do feel like I locked in with it a lot more. I feel like it was the kind of combat that your brain kind of accepts. Whereas I feel like in Tears of the Kingdom, I'm most of the time just like vaguely button mashing, I have to admit. Whereas I do feel like it made a bit more sense in my mind for Twilight Princess. Ooh! Ooh!
You don't have to do this.
Thank you for your concern.
This is them in the
My
past.
peace.
Well, I haven't. Lord Braska,
Why does this make Auron look like such a prep?
I don't want to see you
Such a nerd.
die. You knew this was to happen, my friend. Yes, but I...
It's almost like they're trying to get us to turn around and not do this.
Oren, I am honored that you care for me so.
Oh, Auron and Braska
Your
were,
grief itself. I will defeat sin and lift
something.
the veil of sorrow covering Spira.
they were
Please
something.
understand, Oren.
Jecht was also there, but Auron and Braska were close. They were close. They knew each other. They were best friends. Skyward Sword. More like Bye Guy's hoard. And he sure is hoarding. Good for him. Let him hoard whatever he wants. He's earned it. Okay, I'm fleeing. I can't be bothered to fight these things. I just want the story. I just want to play the video game. Oh my god. I would have made more progress there. I just forgot which direction I was going in. At least I'm getting some holy water out of this. Trying not to think too hard about what it would mean if I needed holy water and the game was giving me holy water, but it probably means nothing. Ooh, there they are! Running up ahead. Let's chase them. I want to join them on their journey. To the save sphere.
Are the trials ahead?
Probably.
Here too.
I wouldn't be that uncertain. I feel like this is a very obvious setup for the trials.
Parades and fireworks.
You can ask for them after.
It's
I
also
defeat
really
sin.
cute how Jecht is like kind of similar to Titus. Shame he was such an awful dad. Shame he was a much better companion to these two guys than he was father. You own Skyward Sword HD and play through the first dungeon in 2022, so I need to restart. Yeah, the clocks are ticking. The list of games that you need to get through in the next couple months, there's a couple, there's a handful. Honestly, kind of same. What is this? Oh my god. Have I, or is that already something that I've missed about this whole setup? I will Google this. Oh wait, I just had to slow down. Cool. and just stand on this thing for more than a millisecond. That makes sense. Wait, the puzzle is just shapes and colors? Wait, is the puzzle Tetris? Wait, I just need to move that? Oh, wait. Wait. No. Wait. No. In my head, I'm trying to flip it, and I don't think it works. That's all of the correct blocks. Okay. So it's less about the being in the correct place, and it's more about standing on the correct blocks. What an interesting puzzle. What is this game at this point? Okay. They don't light up anymore. Interesting. Fascinating. What is this? This area is so goofy. What have I got to do? Oh, wait, hold on. A Killica sphere, and then that one is a Besaid sphere. So maybe take Killica and see what happens? It just made this room dark. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna assume that means that powers this room. What about you? Okay, I can't take that one. What else is there around? Is there anywhere else I can go? Just in case, I'm gonna also stand on all of these and press A. Okay. I think the only thing I can do in this room is take this sphere. Unless... Okay, I can't interact with the TV. So... maybe... What? What the fuck am I supposed to learn from this? What? Oh. Huh? Oh my god. No. Are you telling me that this whole puzzle is just vaguely, like, remembering shapes? Wait. You can see the outline of what they're about to become. Mostly. Okay. Jesus Christ, this is something. So then there's that one. Then we've got two of those. I think probably this one. Wait, okay, but it wants me to end on that one? So we're playing Tetris. Like, unironically, yes. Okay. Tetris, but sometimes I simply pick the wrong block and the game hates me. Am I missing something really obvious? Okay, well I know I don't need a square. Okay. So I know I need this one. And that one. And that one. And that one. And that one? Okay. That would mean I'm just missing one more. Probably this one. Ah! How am I... Question to the audience. Am I missing something obvious? So the way I was processing this room is I just need to step on the cubes that correspond with the cubes that are in the little screen. So that's 2 of the red sort of angled ones, 2 of the ones that are like an L shape, and then 2 of the ones that are kind of like a divot. I don't know if they also have to be the correct way round. Have I got to do this 6 times? Is this whole puzzle? Oh my god, I have to do this 4 times. This is... I can't tell if this is fun. Okay, can I look up a walkthrough? I want to look up a walkthrough that doesn't tell me what to do, it just explains why. Final Fantasy X, I guess Zanarkand Cloister Trial. What to do, no spoilers? I just want like an overall description of what the logic is here. I don't want to just know what to stand on. I want to know what you're supposed to be thinking. Okay, I'm really struggling to find online anything about this that isn't just like annoying. Sorry, let me be clearer. So I'm really struggling to find online anything about this puzzle that isn't just here are the correct squares to stand on. I don't really want that per se. I just want like I want to give it a go. Okay, so that's 2 red, 1 purple. 2 red, 1 purple. That's another one of the green. So I just need 1 more purple. It's probably this one. Ah! It wasn't that one. Okay. Okay. And it seems to very much not be that one either. like once I've figured out how it works, it shouldn't be that bad, right? I just have to do that a bunch of times. The issue is that, like, I thought I'd figured it out, and it turns out that I just super had not. Okay, well I know it's not that one. I'm just kind of standing on everything at this point. Not that one. And that one? And then that. I think that. I think that. And then there's one more greeny one, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember where it is. I think it's around the other side. Okay. Oh, okay, now this is really annoying, because I can't remember which one it is. So it's either one of the ones to my left, it's not that one. Is it that? Nope, it wasn't that. Was it that? Okay. So it's that, and that. And this one, this is riveting content, by the way, for all of us, especially me. Nope. Cool. I feel like Trash would be good at this, because I feel like part of this is almost this... I feel like the same skill this is testing is like directions. And I am really bad at directions. What? Wait, so that still isn't it? How does this work? How does the cloister trial work? Okay, but I feel like I'm going insane here. When you Google how does the cloister trial work, the only solution you get is you solve the puzzle by matching the glowing shapes on the floor to the shapes shown on the screen. But does that mean you've got to match them, like, positionally as well? Oh my god, I think that means you have to match them positionally as well. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I don't think it's doing it in pairs. I think it needs to be this one. Maybe it is in pairs, actually. Hold on. Those two. And then these two. And then that one. Oh my god, I can never remember when the last where the last one is. I think it's this. That is infuriating. I am annoyed by the fact that that isn't too difficult. It's just you've got to remember where all the things are. That wasn't me. You're all too kind. That was not a mellow win. That was very much me checking Google, but mainly a trash win. We take these, we take these. Okay, let's go to the Tetris room. So, this one, and this one. Then I think that. No, okay. So I guess because it wants them in pairs, I would have to end on the green and the yellow. So where were the blue ones again? It wants the blue ones that are lengthways, so not that. Oh shit, there are 3 reds. Okay, so reds first. Then green. Then I'll do yellow. Then I just need to do purple, so... God, let's see if I can remember where the purples are. So there's 1. And then... That's the last one? Jesus. I guess that makes sense, but why couldn't Google just explain that to me? Do you know how difficult it was to find on Google that you have to select the blocks that correspond with the screen? However, you have to do the colors together. Like, Google could not explain that point to me. Every single guide was just like, these are the correct squares. Oh my god, that's a lot of red ones. Yeah, I feel like all of these cloister puzzles, though, are very, like... We're not going to tell you anything. You couldn't possibly know less about what you are doing. I think this is all of the red ones that it wants from me. And I can't remember where most of them are. Is this one? Okay. Then there's one. And what does that add up to? That adds up to 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is one more. And it's one of these. That one. Ah! It was the other one. That's fine. So there we go. It's that one. And then this one. And then this. And then that. That. And then, oh my god, there's one more over here, but I've already forgotten what it is. It's this one. There we go. So that's all of those. And then we've got this green one. And then the 2 purples. But I can't remember where they are. I really don't want to have to do this again. Okay, well, one of the purples is here. And then... And then this is the other one. Cool. Jesus. This is exhausting. It's almost becoming fun, but I'm concerned at my brain with how little memory I have for where all of these colourful blocks are, despite the fact that I'm doing the same thing every time. Thievery, hello! You feel so poorly, you're slightly suspicious of herniated spinal disc? Oh my god! That sounds painful! What makes you think that? Because that sounds shit. I don't even know what you do about that. So there's one. There's another. There's one. And then I need one more red that is bottom right. So there we go. That's all of the red. Then I need the green that's flipped the other way. Well, I need that purple. And then the other purple I need is this one. And then I just need the green that's flipped the other way. Where is that little bastard? I think it's this one. Okay. I almost felt like I did that from my own brain. Nearly. Kinda. Okay, what's next? 2 in the middle. Sphere-shaped recess. Sphere-shaped recess. Okay. Can I take this? No? Cool. Okay, well, let's take that. And let's go put it in those recesses. Left recess first. And I've always said that. Okay. Okay, but then how would I do the third one? I can't get the sphere out. Wait, I can now. Okay. Sure thing. I'll take it. I will not complain. That wasn't too bad in the end. I had a brief moment of feeling insane. But it did eventually go away. And now I can appreciate the pretty lights. And the nice sounds. Although... Ooh! Okay. Cool. You know what it's giving? It's giving Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses when all of the princesses have to dance onto the different flowers to open the magic portal in their room that takes them to the magic dancing realm. We all see that, right? Thievery said left arm is periodically numb in a cold way, which is a nerve thing right out of the gate. You have a very specific kind of neck pain. You can't really move your head. And all of your pain meds that are supposed to target muscles are not working. That sounds horrible. So you're just like very stiff. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to suggest. I don't know how that kind of like very nerve-based pain sort of gets sorted. Maybe like a... Is that the kind of thing you'd go to like a very medically educated masseuse for? Or is it the kind of thing where you just have to like physically rest your body and it kind of figures it out, and in the meanwhile you have to be doped up? Opioids, yeah, okay. It's you need to rest and take as many drugs as you really can kind of thing. Okay, I have a feeling we're about to do a boss fight. So, as I said, I am in fact doing, looking at spoilers. Okay, so, because I don't have it in me to do a million boss fights forever and ever, so the guide has recommended, and I've tried not to look at what I'm actually fighting, I've kind of just looked at what it recommends. The guide has recommended that I equip something onto Tidus that prevents Berserk being used against him, which is interesting, but I guess we'll give it a go. Anything else it recommends? Hold on. Blah blah blah. Okay, oh my god. Oh my god, I have a feeling this fight is gonna suck. Okay. Okay, well... let's go for this. Can I even protect against Berserk? Oh, I can. Okay. Berserk Ward. And then if there's anything else I can do... HP plus 10 could be good. Yeah, go on. Why not? Okay. So let's equip the Serene Shield on Titus. Swap in Yuna. That's probably good. Sleep proof, or alternatively... SOS regen could be good. This is a thing you're predisposed to because chronic back issues. You'll probably have to deal with this the rest of your life. If it is a herniated, it'll be the second one in 5 years. That is terrible. So basically because of your back issues, it's way more likely that you have a herniated disc. That's terrible. I hope you are so doped up. I hope that those drugs kick in so soon. And I hope you feel as high as a kite as soon as possible. The whole arm just feels like you've left a blood pressure cuff on it for hours. Oh, I hate that. I hate having even my blood pressure in my arm taken. Like the feeling of the blood pressure like device tightening around my arm makes me feel really panicked. So I'm sorry, that sounds like it sucks. Gets worse from calling my GP. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Just because, I mean, I don't know, like you say, if all they can give you is opioids, at least you'd have some opioids. Sounds better than nothing. Okay. Now we fight this guy. This is a cool setup for this fight, I have to say. This is pretty slay. Rising from this kind of purple pit. Cool. Big old bug thing? Right, what does the guide say? The guide says, have Titus cast Haska, and then move everyone behind the boss. This feels like cheating, but I need this. If I don't do this, we will be doing this forever. Okay. There we go. Okay, yeah, so there's like a move mechanic to send myself behind the boss, which is kind of cute. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it looks like the plan, according to the guide, is Yuna casts Protect on Titus, and Titus uses Provoke. The plan seems to be keep Titus in front of the boss at all times, and then everyone else can just kill the shit out of him. It's immune to lots and lots of things. So I guess that's all we do. I guess we just attack it. So yeah, Protect on Titus seems to be the strat. Is this thing immune to zombie? Yep, immune to zombie. I think it's immune to all of those mental breaks as well. So I think the only way to do damage to this guy is to just straight up attack. And even then, my god. Okay. So this is when I use Provoke. Ooh, what does that even say? Use trigger command move to get out of the way. This is a very trippy environment as well to be doing this fight. Attacks all frontal targets when hit. Use trigger command move to get out of the way. Okay. So provoke to draw its attention. I think I'm warded against Berserk. That's cool. I might Google, does protect stack? I don't think protect stacks. So I think Yuna's role is to just heal Titus constantly. Maybe use cheer as well. Okay. Okay. Maybe I will use protect on Yuna as well, just in case. And maybe another cheer, because we do know that that stacks. So that is good for Auron. This should do quite a bit. Okay, that didn't do a lot! I'm fucked if Titus goes Berserk as well. I actually don't know what Berserk does, but I have a feeling it would be bad. Let's cheer one more time. Okay. I'm concerned that Auron's attacks don't seem to be doing great. I wonder if I need to change his weapon or something? They can't really do anything. It has to go on its own. It's been barely a week. If it persists for another, I'll call. Oh, that sucks though, to just have to wait and see. It's gonna be so embarrassing to call. No, it won't be. I'm sure it'll feel that way, but it's not your fault. It's not your fault that your body is in pain and that something's gone wrong. I know it's not really something you can, you know, you can't control if something has gone wrong with your body, and you also can't really control whether or not you feel embarrassed to call about it, but I promise, I am manifesting so much. You don't need to feel embarrassed. It isn't your fault. You have a very reasonable problem, and that's what doctors are for. Whether or not they always make you feel that way, it is hypothetically true. Yeah, it's their job to listen. It's their job to help. I think maybe just a lot of doctors aren't necessarily very good at making you feel that way. Is it piercing? Okay, Shimmering Blade. I wish I'd have gone into the fight with Shimmering Blade, but I guess we'll just have to cope with what we've got. Maybe I'll bring in Waka briefly. That was kind of useless. That was kind of bad. Titus is probably going to go down on the next turn as well. Ooh, yikes. Okay, well, swap back in for Yuna. Cura Titus. I'm always the most reasonable person around. Have you ever said a bigger lie in your life? I think trash fluctuates between being the most and least reasonable. Both said with respect. Why is that glowing purple? You know what? Maybe I don't want to think about that. Maybe I need to do my best to not think about why that's becoming purple. Let's just go over there and not think about that. Maybe I will cheer again, because I don't want to attack this guy. He will kill me. Food, 50% off Five Guys? Hell yeah! I love Five Guys milkshakes. My only problem with Five Guys, unfortunately, is that their vegetarian food options kind of suck. Their vegetarian option is like, oh hey you guys, we We made you a cheese toasty. You can put a vegetable in it if you'd like. Which I guess is cool. I guess I'll take it. But GP is lovely. He always takes me seriously. I'm just there a lot. That's lovely. I'm glad that you've got a GP that sort of takes care of you. I feel like I hear a lot of bad experiences that people have with GPs, and you know, in many ways I know it's because they're very like overburdened, but it's still a shame to hear, you know? You got 2 of the new promo cards in a row? You know, I don't have any. Hey, I'm glad. I'm sorry. Sorry. Wow. I need to calm down. I need to calm down about my Pokemon card luck. Let me tell you how many of the other promo cards I have. Let's give you an idea of how bad my luck has been with this. So the new promo card options, the only ones I have seen are the Floatzel, the Machamp, the Ekans, and the Bidoof. I have 1 of the Bidoof, 4 of the Ekans, 3 of the Machamp, and 4 of the Floatzel. And not a single Pawmot. Oh, these are the ones from the solo battle where you get the chance of the promo card. Okay, I might as well do a grand summon. Is there a good grand summon for this? Oh, probably Bahamut. Bahamut is always good. I love... Sorry, that was really funny that everyone ran off, but also, hypothetically, everyone's just stood on spheres. Okay. Mega Flare. Let's get some damage off. Hopefully this does a bunch. Okay, that was pretty decent. And then I think he will essentially banish me. Or not. Yeah, okay, and then he banishes me. Ooh, okay, and Treasure Thread 21 of the 1,316 classics, which is higher than you thought. Better than 30% of users and your average, and the average is apparently 86. Interesting. God, I guess a lot of people have read a lot of classics. I've read a decent amount of classics, to be honest. Probably either a similar amount to you, Trash, or actually I imagine lower. Do I remember them? No. Also, it depends what they count as a classic. Like, I've read Mrs. Dalloway, which I think is a classic, but I also don't remember it. But, you know. The Five Guys Monster Cheese sandwich, you get it without mushrooms. Yeah, that's fair. I would almost probably get it exclusively with mushrooms. I'm worried that Provoke has ran out. So, I'm gonna use Provoke again. You've never had Five Guys? It is a travesty for the milkshakes. I really, really like the milkshakes. But yeah, depending on what you're eating. I have no idea what Five Guys is like actually as a meat eater. I've never eaten meat at Five Guys. What else can he do? I don't think slow works on this guy. Yeah, he's immune to slow. I guess I could use an item? Why not? I'll use a high potion, sure. It's way too expensive, but it's pretty tasty. Yeah, it is pretty expensive. You have all of the 1-star full arts for Shining Revelry? That must be cool. For Shining Revelry, I have... And I need you to know, I open so many packs. I spend so much of my time on this app. I have opened, I think, 2 sets of 2 10-card sets. I have 2 of the Meowscarada, 1 of the Buizel, 2 of the Tatsugiri, and 1 Grafaiai. I'm missing the Goldengo and the Wigglytuff now. However, that sounds good on paper. I need you to know that of those total, what is that? 2, 6. Of those 6 full art cards, only 2 of those were from opening packs. The remaining 4 were all from Wonder Picks. And that means that I have pulled 2 full arts, and I have 64 of the diamond cards. So essentially, for every 32 new normal diamond cards, I have pulled 1 full art, and that's also not correct, because it's not as if I only have 1 of each of those 64 diamond cards. For example, I have 4 Weedles, 4 Kakoonas, I have 4 Pincers, 6 Sprigatitos, 4 Florigatos, 2 Meowscaradas, 8 Charmanders, 2 Charmeleons, 10 Magmars. I'm sorry, this matters a lot to me. All I'm saying is, hypothetically, the amount of cards I have, more of them should be full arts, and they are just not. And it makes me sad. Oh my goodness! Trash, you have a rainbow bee barrel, and you have 3 of the shinies, 2 of which are EXs, which is crazy to me. I have 0 of the rainbows, and I only have 2 shinies, only 1 of which is an EX. My luck is abhorrent. It's actually really bad. I did the there's like a calculator basically where you can put in the number of, you know, the number of 1 stars, the number of 2 stars, etc. And then also the number of packs you've opened total across the whole runtime of the app. And if you put those things in, it gives you basically it gives you stats on how your luck is for each of those things. And my luck for 1-star cards is terrible, is what it said. It's just really bad. I'm glad the set's being kind to you. I feel like that's the way of it, right? Sometimes the set treats you well, sometimes the set wishes you were dead. I think I've just not yet had a set that treats me well. Most sets treat me, how you say, neutral. Pretty neutral. Oh, that's difficult. Well, I will cure Tidus in advance, but I'm not gonna have time to move Auron. That is upsetting. I can move there at least. Okay, that's gonna do some damage to Auron. And by some damage, it kills him. It knocks him completely dead. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not even worried about that. Whew. You had 5 guys meet. Shut up! Shut up! That sounded bad. When you put it like that, of course anything's gonna sound terrible. Oh, the ridiculous amount of fries you get at 5 guys is really good. Just so many. It's like they give you a portion and then they just kind of toss in another portion for free. Greg's cheese pizza and vegan sausage roll combo is a classic. I really love a Greg's vegan sausage roll. It's really good. And I've had a Greg's normal sausage roll. I used to eat those before I was vegetarian, so I know what they're like, and I know that they're also really good. Okay. So far, this strat is, like, kind of working. It's over when I run out of MP for Yuna, though. Then I'm fucked. Okay, that's fine. I have time to get Yuna out of the way, so I don't need to panic. Let's move Yuna there. You had a Crown Charizard and a Crown Mew? That's really cool. Let me check. I am convinced So, let me show you the number of crown cards I have. Oh, isn't that interesting? When I click the button to filter by crown cards, I get a little pop-up that says, no cards found. Because I don't have a single crown card. Not one. Not a single one. I have opened so many packs. You don't understand. I've opened so many packs. Just a crazy amount of packs. I still look at him and see if I can sleep because these pain meds make me so sleepy. Get some rest, Thievery. I really, really hope you wake up and your back is feeling better. I really hope so. But yeah, get some rest. Okay, I think I actually might be able to kill this guy. Oh, that's annoying. It counts Yuna as being in front of him. I guess it's the 3 in front that are in front. That makes sense, really. Okay, I'm gonna move her back. That's okay. Probably just take the opportunity to... Actually, what am I saying? I'm gonna use a high potion. I always have the option to use a high potion, and I never take it. And now I'm going to. Because I want this thing dead, and it's so close I can actually taste it. I can taste this thing's corpse in my mind's eye, and it tastes delicious. Surely, like, one more hit. All I need is one more Auron hit, and surely he's dead. Okay. There we go. Huh? Wow! I love using the walkthrough. Can you believe that today we've fought a boss? We've done some random encounters, we did a little puzzle, and we fought a boss. I still had fun. I'll say it. I think I was really worried that using a guide would take away my fun of this game, because a lot of what I enjoyed in the early stages was the puzzle-solving element of the boss fights. However, I still enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed that it only took me about 20 minutes.
We're here.
That was way better. Oh my god, we're
The
here.
Hall of the Final Summoning.
Go.
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually gonna save the game and heal everyone first. Oh, wait, no. Yuna, no. I actually preferably would heal you. Yuna, please don't go down there. I need to heal you.
Huh? What do you mean, no final Aeon?
What?
Sir Oren!
Huh?
Everyone!
Oh, she's back? No. Oh, no, I need to save you guys. I really need to save the game and heal everyone. Oh, thank God. I should have known. Sorry, it's just that the guide phrased it like, oh, you better remember to save before you go do anything else. And it just made me feel pretty worried that it was gonna be like, I don't know, that it was gonna be like, if you go down this elevator, you're fucked. But that was okay. There we go. Guides are so much fun. I love guides. I'm real 50-50. I'm loving them today. I'm loving making some progress in this video game, having only streamed for 2 hours. That feels pretty cool. Oh, it would be nice to have that. What's that ability? Osmose? Don't really know what that is, but sounds cool. Sure does sound pretty cool to have. Okay, I'm pretty sure this leads just straight into a boss fight. Okay, again, I'm gonna try not to look too much at any of the detail of the fight. I just need to look at how to do it. Okay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, this sounds really hard. Okay, I almost don't want to say it out loud, but do you know what the strat is for this fight? The fight boss has 3 forms. The first one only has 24,000 HP. The second one has 48,000 HP. And the third one has 60,000. For the first phase, it's basically just speed everybody up, unicasts reflect, and you do a bunch of damage. Second phase, you get rid of reflect, and you start attacking. Everybody gets zombie inflicted onto them. You can remove it with holy, with holy water, but you will eventually want to keep it. So when the second form dies, the second form has weak physical attacks, but dispels status enhancements. So literally just focus on attacking at that point. For the third form, I need everybody to be a zombie, because the boss will use something called Mega Death, which means that it kills everyone unless they are zombies. If they're zombies, they're fine. The boss then uses Mega Death a few times throughout the battle, so keep at least one character on zombie throughout. Jesus Christ, okay. It's a bit elaborate, but what I'm taking away is, in terms of things to equip, I don't want to be immune to zombie. I very much want to be susceptible to zombie. Automed, SOS regen and defense, that could be good. HP, defense and zombie ward, confused, sleep, MP, HP, berserk ward. That could be good. How does that compare to what I have going on? I maybe prefer this. Okay. Magic, sensor magic, that's pretty good. Oh my god. The downside is, because we recently did a fight where zombie was useful, a lot of my best abilities also have zombie attached to them, like a zombie ward. Also, hello Rogi! How are you doing? HP and silence could be good. Jesus. Magic defense +5, defense normal +5. Jeez, okay. Maybe just magic defense +5, defense +5? Or HP +10 and silence ward? Oh my goodness, options for Yuna are actually abysmal. Let's have a quick look, because she has some things that I could upgrade. And that might help. What kind of attacks is this thing going to be using? Interesting. Oh my god, terrifying. Okay, well... maybe null shock, and what else could I put on it? The only things that would be useful would be... no, I don't think any of these are worth it. Okay, well. I guess in that case, I am happy with having Echo Ring. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm lying. I want that one. SOS Haste, HP +20. That could be good. Yeah, that's definitely good. Keeping that. Anything better than variable Mog? Nope. There's got to be something better than Fire Strike. That is abysmal. Maybe Strength +5? Just go to the fight with 0 items, equips, and spheres. It'll go super well. Yeah, that's your tip. There's actually an inbuilt feature in the game that if you go into the fight distinctly over-prepared, they just give you the win because they feel kind of bad for you. Okay. SOS Reflect HP +10. I definitely don't think I want SOS Reflect. So maybe let's go with HP and SOS Protect. Okay. That sounds good. What else? Strength and Sensor. That is quite good. Strength and Distillability. Okay, let's do Strength and Sensor and then let's customize Hawkeye for Riku. I was actually planning this much. I normally plan! You didn't see. Okay, so for the fight against Seymour when he uses zombie, so the fight that kind of broke me of using zombie, there was a fight that used zombie. I actually don't even remember if it was Seymour. I did so much planning off stream. I did level grinding, I spent money on weapons, I assigned a bunch of abilities. It's just that because I did that off stream, you didn't see it. This is the first time I've read the guide and therefore been able to prepare before going in. I gotta admit, that's cool. Okay, Strength and Sensor, what else? I can increase magic attack. Maybe another 10% to strength would be good here, actually. That could be worth it. Maybe. Sure. And then piercing. Piercing could also actually be good. Let's put piercing. We've basically given Riku a weapon that's pretty good, actually. And what about Kimari? Magic and strength, I think, is probably the best that's gonna get. And then HP +10, magic defense +10 is actually really good. I guess the Tetra armlet we could improve. Okay, let's leave that on. But let's quickly see how much we can improve the Tetra armband. You have a second Bidoof promo? Hell yeah. I only have the one Bidoof. Machamp, I have a couple of that guy. Manifesting a Pawmot for you, Trash. Even if I will immediately seethe, I will immediately be like, how dare you, I really want that. I still manifesting it for you. Wait, where is that? Oh my god, I scrolled past Kimari. I scrolled past him. My poor guy, I scrolled past him so quickly. There he is. Fire damage to HP is pretty good. Dark Ward, Sleep, Poison Proof. SOS Shell, SOS Protect. I guess more MP, more defense. No, okay. I'll leave the Glorious Armlet on him for now. I'm gonna save. And then I guess let's give this a try. I don't think it's gonna go well, but let's give it a go.
That statue lost its power as a
And why he
faith
green?
long ago. It is Lord Zayon, the
Oh,
first
this is
faith
gorgeous.
of the
Look at that
final
shot. That is
ceremony.
crazy.
What you see before you is all that remains of him.
So this straight up isn't a faith. This is
Lord
a
Zayon is his soul.
just a decaying body. You can't just ask why someone is green. Why can't I?
There's no final aim.
More importantly, why is no one answering me?
But fear
Why won't
not.
anyone tell me the answer?
Lady Yunalesca will show you the path. The final Aeon will be yours. The Summoner and the final Aeon will join
Okay.
powers. Go to her now, inside.
I don't know, this is just
The
presented
lady
like such a
awaits.
trap. The ghosts are telling us that Lady Yunalesca will lead the
Yuna,
way?
wait.
Sure. I don't believe
Alright.
that.
You knew this was gonna happen, didn't you?
Of course he did! He did this once already!
Why didn't you tell us?
Because he kind of sucks sometimes.
If I had told you the truth, would that really...
Well, no, but we might have been more prepared. Why is he like this?
I'm not going back.
Are you sure?
Kimari knows.
Oh my god, I actually really don't want to give this boss fight a try now. I don't know why
Kimari protect.
I don't know why I did this. Like, for a second I was like, oh, I'm really prepared. It's gonna go well. But then it has just occurred to me that even being really prepared, it's probably gonna take, like a long time. Right, okay. We made some good progress today. And on one hand, there's a part of me that really wants to keep going, especially because I just spent like a good amount of time preparing for this. However, I imagine this fight, even with the guide, is probably going to take me 2 attempts. And I imagine each attempt is probably going to take me about 45 minutes, given that it's a 3-phase boss fight with a total of like over 150,000 health. So, I think I'm going to end the stream here. And then next time I play this game, I will give this a go. But I anticipate that the next time I stream, that will probably be the whole stream. On the plus side, as far as I'm aware, this is the last boss fight of the chapter we're playing. And then after that, we have... Oh my god, we have so many boss fights. Sorry, I was just trying to get a very spoiler-free scroll through the IGN walkthrough. And the IGN walkthrough color codes boss fights is like brown. And I swear to god, we have like 7 boss fights to go. Well, let me count squids. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 boss fights and the one we're doing next time. Okay, well, okay, here's the plan, because I've really enjoyed this game, but there's something a little embarrassing about claiming to be a variety game streamer and having only played this game for the past 6 months. So, like, I've been playing this since October. The end of my 2024, like, highlight video is this game, and my 2025 highlight video is gonna be, like, the first, like, 40% is going to be this game. So, I definitely think using the guides is the only strategy to make this work. And I also think at some point I need to do a longer stream. Like, tomorrow's a work day and I'm tired and I can't commit to a longer stream today. But at some point I need to commit to, like, oh my god, because the worst part is I don't even have that many streams left before I'm away on holiday. So, at some point I need to commit to maybe like a 6-hour stream of this game where I just try and get through as much as possible. It won't be the next time I stream. I'm probably going to stream this Friday, actually, so same time in a couple of days. Was Hello Magic, when have authority figures ever steered you wrong in this game? Authority figures have never steered me wrong. Like, authority institutions, however, like the church, maybe steered me a little wrong. Maybe a little incorrect. JRPGs are notoriously long. Yeah, I'm feeling it. This is the first JRPG I think I've substantially played. So, and yeah, I'm feeling it now. But I guess that's because I'm about to enter the kind of like final boss rush period. So, I don't have it in me to keep going tonight, but we made pretty decent progress considering that it's me, and only 7 more boss fights to go, which could, in theory, be 7 streams. I'm hoping that with the help of the guides it's more like 4? 4 would be nice. So yeah, if I stream this Friday and hopefully beat this fight, and then at some point try and do a longer stream and get through at least like 3 in that one. God. Here's hoping. I'll be reading lots tonight and then a 10 till 6 shift tomorrow. Oof, that sounds rough. Enjoy reading tonight though. The shift not so much. The reading, that sounds good. I am probably gonna make myself a hot chocolate before bed as a treat because I feel like I need it. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out today. I will be back this Friday, but as always I will post an announcement in my Discord when I'm going live. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, XOXO, go piss girl.